Not so long ago, I hated cooking. And then Laura happened. Who am I? Well, my name is Ruta and I'm a Lithuanian currently living in Iran. I know! Every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! Welcome to the 9th day of my challenge, and I have to start, by saying that the chicken cacciatore I made yesterday, it was a total hit. My husband, while eating it, said, "Oh my god, how good this is," for like 10 times. So it's definitely going to our favorites list. As for today's recipe, I'm gonna try something so fancy, well, at least for me anyways, and it's creme brulee. So let's go over the ingredients and let's get started, because I will have to wait for quite some time before I can actually taste it. We're gonna need 3 egg yolks, 360 milliliters of heavy cream, half a teaspoon of orange zest, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and granulated sugar, 50 grams for the batter and 6 tablespoons for the caramelized sugar topping in the end. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat up my heavy cream, and I always show there because I put the ingredients there. And I will do that on low heat, very slowly, and I'm gonna only bring it to a simmer, definitely not to a boiling point. And as I don't have a saucepan or pot or whatever, I am gonna do that actually in my non-stick pan. In the meantime, I'm gonna mix in the egg yolks together with the sugar and the vanilla extract. And once it's combined, I'm gonna add in the orange zest and mix it in as well. The heavy cream is almost ready, and this will be the interesting part. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour in the heavy cream a little at a time while mixing constantly in order not to curdle the eggs. And once it's all incorporated, I will add in the last ingredient, salt, mix it in, and we will be done with the batter. What I've done now is I've turned on my oven to 150 degrees. It's preheating now. I've also boiled some water because creme brulee is supposed to bake in the water bath. Well, at least from Laura's recipe, I've learned that. And we will now divide the batter into 6 2.5 centimeter, somewhere 2.5 centimeter deep ramekins. These are not the specific ramekins for creme brulee, but they are the closest to what I could find, and they look pretty, so win-win. So what I will do, I will put them into this deep tray. It's for the water bath. I will divide the batter equally among the ramekins, and then I will pour the boiling water somewhere around halfway to the ramekins, and we will put them to the oven then. And now into the oven for 45 minutes. I've taken the ramekins out of the water bath, and now the boring part will start, because what will happen is exactly nothing. For 30 minutes the creme brulees will cool down here on the counter, and then I will put them into the fridge for 3 hours, and only then will I see you again. Hi back! And actually it's been not even 3.5 hours, it's been 3 hours and 40 minutes. So, patience badge, where are you? Because after I've taken these little ones from the fridge after 3 hours, I've let them rest in the room temperature on my counter for 10 more minutes. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, and this is the last and final step, I'm gonna caramelize some sugar on top of each of them. And normally, one would use a kitchen blowtorch for this job. However, which is totally my favorite word in these episodes, I don't have one. But nevertheless, I've decided to make this recipe because I found this tip that you can actually do this job with the oven broiler. So I'm gonna try that, but I think I will try first with only one of these, just in case things go south. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put a tablespoon of sugar on top of it, and I'm gonna pop it under the broiler. Okay, so this is not working. I think it needs to be higher. So what I did here, I've constructed something to lift the ramekin up. So let's see if this one works now. I totally don't see my creme brulee now though. Ah, it didn't work neither. After I've taken it out, I've realized that it actually started melting, so now I'm gonna keep it for 1 more minute and see how it goes. 1 minute after. It's totally melting. 1 more minute. I'm totally hanging around now on my kitchen floor, but I guess that's what you have to do for creme brulee. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so this method didn't really work in the sense that creme brulee was cooking as well, and I don't really want that. So I'm gonna try the next tip I found, which is basically the exact same thing, only I will put the creme brulee in a cold water bath so that it wouldn't cook while the sugar is melting. So I'm gonna take the next creme brulee and I'm gonna test or experiment with another tip. I really hope it works because I don't have that many of them to experiment. After 5 minutes, fail again. Okay, so that was kinda a fail as far as the caramelizing goes, but I did it anyway for the rest of them without the water bath though, because it was just the same, only I needed to wait longer for the water to warm and then from the batter it would start melting. Anyways, but let's see how this tastes. Because if it tastes good, then all was worth it. Okay, so far it's really like a creme brulee. Oh my god! This is creme brulee. Forget the water bath. Just put them under the broiler. Let the creme brulee cook a bit. It cooled down and now it's perfect. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Actually, every time I go somewhere, I always want to order creme brulee. So this is kind of cool. Now I can make it myself. If you want to see how Laura did this recipe, it's her recipe anyways. You should definitely go and check it here. And if you want to find this recipe in the metric system, just check in the description box and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!